Hey, what's up everybody? My name is King Z. Welcome back to the Empire. This is your first time here. Welcome in. I hope you enjoy this episode. If you do, make sure to check out the rest of the series and consider subscribing. The last episode, we finished up these towers. We got some of our walls kind of laid in here. We got a little bit of a pathway worked out. I haven't really done too much beyond that off camera, besides building this short little stubby tower here. I think it'll make a great little watchtower from this side. And then I've added this little archway that's going to lead into our barracks area. I plan on doing a pretty large living quarters, and I'll probably have a stable either on this side over here or this side here. And then I want to have like a small archery range around here, maybe a little spot to set up some dummies so they can do some sword practice, stuff like that. Just trying to add some more detail to the area. But like I said, I haven't done too much here. I need to do some more off-camera work. I just want to give you guys a quick little update of what I've done so far before we get into this episode. I've been doing a little bit of planning in my mind for how I want the barracks to look, and I got some pretty good ideas. That's what the main focus is going to be today. But before we get started on that, what I want to do is get some off-camera work done. I want to get this entire wall section done. I want to get the base of this tower, that tower, that tower, and that tower kind of situated as far as like how far they're going to flare out before they meet the wall. And I want to get these walls all detailed and situated like the other exterior walls. So we'll have our full exterior walls done by the end of this episode. So I'm going to be working on this, and then when I get back, we'll probably work on the barracks a little bit, maybe do a little bit of planning in here, working a little bit on the pathway here, maybe trying to add some other buildings in here. I'd love to see what you guys have for like building ideas to put inside the keep, inside the castle. Just leave those down in the comment section if you have any ideas of what you want to place in here. So I know I'm gonna have a barracks. I know that I'm gonna have a blacksmith over here. I don't really have any plans for over here. I might have some just regular houses. I might have some shops, but I'm not really sure what I want to place in here just yet. And then obviously after we get some of this stuff kind of situated, I want to work on the main portion of the castle, and then I'm hoping to get that little bridge done today. I don't really have a plan for the bridge, but I figured it'd be kind of cool to get the bridge going and then maybe work on the terraforming of this area as well, trying to get this thing to look pretty cool and maybe clear out some trees, get some pathways going down that way, maybe a few small little huts or houses down that way as well, make the area look a little bit more full. But yeah, that's kind of what we're gonna be up to today. I'm gonna get started on these walls and these towers, and when I get back, we'll get started on the barracks. All right, there is our wall done, and apparently we have some pillagers over here trying to raid us right now. These guys have been spawning inside the walls like crazy. I need to get some buildings in here so they have less room to spawn in on. I think I left my stuff. Oh, it's close. Oh no, we got a raid. It's all right though. We'll drink some milkies, but this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. This is a very bad idea. Oh no, oh no. Hi guys. Hi guys, I want to play. Totally okay though. We got a few emeralds off that. Oh, he got me anyways, little jerk. Well, there you go. We took care of the raid. We have our... Oh, no, I'm trapped. But yeah, that is our exterior wall done. I'll make sure I have a little flyby going around the entire wall so you guys can see what I've done. And you'll see I still need to work on some of the terrain. Got to do a lot of terraforming, make it so the castle walls aren't floating above the ground like that. But for the most part, I think it looks pretty good. I can do some of the terraforming and stuff off camera. That'll be relatively easy for me. I'll try to make something similar to the way we have the foundation out here. I want to tweak this section over here a little bit and make it look a little bit more like this. And I'll probably be trying to make it look like this all the way around. I'll mix some grass in there, some dirt. I'll have a few trees around the castle walls as well, just to make things look a little bit more natural. But the exterior is done. We're not really going to start on the interior section of the wall because, like I said, I want to have some more buildings in here. I need to work on these towers a little bit later on, but I want to make them look a little bit different from these towers here. I want to make these actually have maybe some roofs on them, some wooden roofs, and have them integrated into the actual castle a little bit more. So once we start working on this main portion of the castle, we'll get these towers done, and the interiors of the walls will kind of save for probably the very last. I want to get all the buildings in here done first, and then we'll kind of see what we want to do for design. I do want to make the entire exterior wall and all the towers on the exterior walkable, so we'll have walkable space on all the tops of the walls, and you should be able to walk through most of the towers or have a way to get in and around the wall. But let's move on to the barracks. I've been kind of messing around trying to finagle a layout here, and I originally had it up here for the... So this is actually going to be what the stable is going to look like. So we'll have a stable here. It's going to be about this large. I originally had it up here, then I moved it over here, and then finally I've decided to move it back here because I think it'll give me the best amount of room to work with for a stable, a sleeping quarter on top, and then we'll have a way up to the wall section over here, either through the sleeping quarters and like the living area, or possibly just a way up right here, but also have a stairway going up to the living quarters here. We might have a little bit of a living quarters down here as well, maybe a little bit of a hangout area, or maybe an armory. I want to have maybe like a dungeon where they keep prisoners or whatever they want to keep in a dungeon. I don't know, but we'll have the knight's living quarters up there, and then we'll have maybe an archery range. I was thinking right about here, so you can stand around here and shoot around, and we'll have a few dummies around here. Obviously, I'm gonna try to decorate the place as much as possible. And I thought I had a really good idea for what I wanted to do here before I started this, and then I got in here and I just had no clue. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a bunch of off-camera work. I'll bring you guys in here periodically if I remember to, or I might just come back through and show you guys a complete barracks. I do want to do an interior on this thing, and I am going to be living out of this thing for a little while, so I'll try to get that done on camera a little bit. I do want to get that bridge done today, and I possibly want to maybe get this tower kind of built up a little bit as well today. So I want to get a lot of work done. I'm going to get started on the barracks, and I'll bring you guys back in when I have something to show you. All right, so I've been doing some work, and I think I've come up with a fairly cool design for our barracks. I was looking for some designs online and Minecraft and stuff like that, and I really couldn't find anything that kind of fit our area. So I just said, you know what, I'm just going to start building. I'll see what I come up with, and I think what I came up with is actually pretty good. Still need some work. I've only really built like this front facade here, but for the most part, it's looking pretty good. We have our stable over here. I still need to texture the ground. I've added in my dark oak doors here, which actually look pretty cool. This is actually gonna lead down to the dungeon area, but I'm not really sure which way I want to turn it. If I want to turn it that way, or if I want to turn it this way, or maybe go back in towards the castle area. I know I don't want it outside the walls, so I'm gonna have to turn it some way, but not sure which way just yet. Add a few overhanging roofs here. You can see the staircase leads up to the entrance of the actual living quarters here. Nothing really going on back here. I want to put like a stone tower here, sort of, but I'm not really sure how I'm going to implement that, or if I'm even going to implement that at all. I don't really want to take away from this tower here, because if I'm going to build this tower, I want it to be higher than the roofs of these two buildings here. So it's going to be something I don't have to mess around with. But yeah, that just leads up into the living quarters. I really like how it's coming out so far. I got the wood over here and the stone over here to contrast that. I think it looks really good. Eventually going to have some decorations down here, like I said. And then I have this door here leading into a tower, which is going to lead up a staircase, hopefully. I've started connecting some of these areas here. You can see this is going to be the living quarters. I might have some beds up top here. Maybe this will be like an actual kitchen area or something like that. Maybe just to hang out. This little back door here to get up onto the walkway of the wall, which leads all the way around this way up to about here. And then I need to figure out how I'm going to connect it to this little archway bridge here. This walkway does go all the way around, so I'm going to have to do something kind of funky here. Steps down into the tower once again, and then it has to step up to this wall here. So we're going to come around here. We're going to figure out how to do a diagonal way in right here. And you can see a little bit of this side of the building here, how cool the roofs look. I'm really liking how this area is coming out so far. Still a lot of work to do, obviously, since I've only built the front basically, and I still have the entire interior section to do, and then the back side over here, which is actually going to be the hardest part. So I'm going to go ahead and get back to work, see what I can come up with. I'll bring you guys back in once I am probably fully complete with the building portion here, and then we'll get back in here. We'll add some details, maybe add some archery areas here, try to figure out where I'm going to put the dungeon. Doing all this work today, I don't think I'm going to get to the tower. I might get to the bridge, but my main goal today is just to finish this barracks here, which I think is looking pretty awesome. You guys let me know what you think of this thing so far. I'm really digging it. Maybe I have to add some shutters on these windows to give it a little bit more detail, but I figured once I add in some of the other things around here, texture the ground, add some lanterns in here instead of these torches. We need to make some lanterns today, and then when we get into here to the interior, it's going to look pretty cool. I don't know how I'm going to get an entrance this way. I might just leave this open, honestly. Looks kind of cool that way. But yeah, I'll be right back, hopefully with a completed barracks. All right, so the building for the barracks is completely done. You can see the tower in the background up here. I got the roofs completely done. There's a way to walk all the way around to this tower and to this tower. I haven't set up an entrance for this tower just yet, or figured out what I'm going to do with the interior of this tower. Let's go in here and check it out. So as you come in here, we got the main courtyard. Got an archery station over here so they can practice their archery skills. They also got this little dummy area here to practice their sword play. Put some Vindicator heads on there since I've been killing a bunch of them. They've been dropping their heads around here. We have the stable down here, which I think looks really nice when you enter this area. We have the main living quarters here. We have the entrance to the place here. We have the dungeon, which I still actually have not completed, so we're not going to be heading down this way anytime soon. And I've started decorating the area with some barrels. I have some crates here, which are actually just note blocks. Can hear that, and then a few chests here and there, and then also some hay bales and stuff like that, just to add a little bit of decoration around here, not too much. I want to get rid of these torch spamming, so what we need to do right now is actually get a hold of crafting table. I need to make some nuggets here, put those around like that, get ourselves some lanterns. We'll probably need a whole bunch more. I'm gonna figure out where I want to place these lanterns when it becomes nighttime. It's getting kind of close to there. I'll probably do that off camera though, but I figured we go through the area up here and check it out. So we have our entrance up here. We're gonna walk up here. Still nothing really in there to mess around with. We come up here, this is the entrance to the barracks, but there's also this little side step area to head onto the exterior part of the wall here, so we can walk all the way around. I've kind of changed this area up a little bit since I added the tower here. We can walk all the way around this way, leads all the way over to there, like I said. There's a few windows here and there, not too many. This needs a door here probably, or I might just leave it open, but this enters into the first of the exterior wall towers here. You can head up to this section here, which is going to lead over to the main gatehouse tower. Get a nice little overview of the barracks here. here. But let's head in through the front door of the barracks. There's not too much going on. I didn't do a whole lot of decorating. I need to figure out what I want to do in here. I've put a table back here. I might set up a few armor stands and stuff like that. I might have to go to get some wool, maybe create like a couch or some seating areas down here. But I have set up a little bit of an area up here. So I got a table, a chest, a couple of bunk beds here for some of the nights to hang out in the quarters. We have basically a closet here. And then I also thought it'd be kind of cool, you know, to wake up in the morning, or maybe they're not on shift. Maybe someone's hanging out up here. They have this little balcony area up here that has a covered roof on it, so they can kind of check out the area when it's raining. Actually, it is a pretty cool little spot when it is raining. I've been hanging out here sometimes, but I thought that was a cool little addition. And then I've added the oak door here, which actually looks really nice. Again, that's Pixel Brew's door. Go ahead and check him out. It's got a cool series going on YouTube as well. And then the back door here that leads out to the wall section, which is kind of cool. Has a little bit of a bigger space down here to kind of check out things. And then the tower, I really haven't done anything with the tower. It's mainly just for the aesthetics of the build. So it just goes up. It's a very small, it's a little 3x3 tower on the inside with stairs coming up to the ladder. You can close this off, and then there's windows up here that you can kind of check out a little bit. Not too much of a view up here, but you do get a little bit of a view. Just kind of adds to the build a little bit, something to do. Like I said, I want to decorate the interior a little bit more. I like how this is like pretty tall up in here, kind of shortens out, but I do like how the ceiling looks in here. So I want to do like a little kitchen in here, probably have a little entrance. I might move this over one just to give them more space up here, but then I'll have to kind of mess around with this table here. But that's the barracks. It's looking pretty good. I'm going to go through. I'm going to add some lanterns here and there, especially on these areas, some places right here. That's a good spot for it, actually. But I'll get going on some of the decorations, get the lanterns placed. Can we place them under here? I don't think we can we? Oh, we can. Oh my goodness. I didn't think we could do that. That's going to be awesome. So I'm going to place lanterns everywhere. I do want a lantern in here. So that'd be a good little spot for it. I'm going to make up some more lanterns. I'm going to get some stuff placed around in here, and then I'm going to go ahead and get started on the actual bridge area. So hopefully you guys like this barracks. Let me know what you think of it. I love it. I love the way it came out. Didn't really have much expectation going in, honestly. I didn't think it was going to come out the way that I thought it would. Came out much better, if I'm being honest. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'd really love to see what you guys' thoughts are on the barracks. This is my very first barracks. So yeah, go ahead and let me know. All right, so I've been doing a little bit of work here. I've got a nice little arch bridge here, and I've got some archways going underneath to feel like it's supported a little bit. It's Minecraft. It doesn't need to be there. It's mainly just aesthetics, obviously. I want to have this have a 5 wide walkway so it can look like there's actual carts that could be pushed across here and not just like one person or just like a horse and buggy kind of thing. So I want at least 5 wide, and then I'll have some railing on the sides of that. So it'd basically be like a 7 wide bridge. So it's going to be pretty thick. And I've also been doing some terraforming a little bit over here, but mainly in this area. And this has been giving me a big problem because my PC has been crashing, and I'm not sure if I'm just having some issues with memory and or hardware, or my PC might be dying pretty soon. I'm not sure. I don't know computers that well. Hopefully it's not dying, because that would really suck. But if there is a lapse in the amount of videos that are coming out, then you'll probably know what happened. My PC died, because I really don't know much about computers. I mean, I'm already kind of late on another episode of KingZee's Empire, I think. I did 2 tutorial videos before I decided to finish this one up, and I'm already a week late on getting this one out. So sorry about that, guys. It's already a lapse in content for you. But hopefully everything works out all right and nothing crashes again. I've had to redo this texturing thing over here probably like a good 3 times, maybe 4. I can't remember. My PC has crashed that much, but I've been doing some backing up of my files, moving things around, and hopefully that kind of fixes things a little bit. I'm not really sure if it did or not, but I guess we'll find out. I'm probably going to be doing a stream. I'm going to try to get some off-camera work done before I bring you guys back in here. I'm going to do a crap ton of terraforming over here, making this look all like a cliff face. I'm going to bring all the cliff faces down from this side of the castle. The walls won't look like they're floating anymore, even though they're not really technically floating, I guess. Doing some terraforming here. I'm probably going to bring the water all the way through, hopefully. I'm going to mess with the bridge off-camera. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that on stream or not, but we're going to mess with this off-camera as well. If you guys have been watching my series, I don't stream a whole lot, so like bringing up the Twitch channel isn't like a great thing for me to do right now. I don't have the time to do it all the time, but when I do, you can find me at twitchtv.com/KingZee. Go ahead and give me a follow. If I ever go live, you'll get a notification, or you might not, but if you ever do get the notification, you want to come hang out, feel free to do so. It's a pretty chill, laid back stream. I don't really do a whole lot. We listen to some music, we do some building, we talk about pretty much anything on the channel, to be honest. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been dealing with. Hopefully I can get this terraformed and looking pretty cool for you guys. And when we come back, we'll hopefully have a really cool bridge going across here. And I'll bring you back to see how it looks. See you guys in just a little bit. All right, so before we check out the terraforming of the cliff side and the bridge, I want to give you guys a little update. I went on a little adventure during my stream, about a couple thousand blocks in that direction. Found a really cool spot that we're probably going to be building at in the future. Going to be building like an awesome Nordic village over there. It's a huge iceberg biome, and it's going to be amazing. I have so many ideas for that area, but that's off in the distance. What we went on the adventure for is we went to go look for some shipwrecks, and we were looking for a specific item, an item that came into 1.14. I was looking for some bamboo, and I found it. Grew a bunch of it, got some string, and we now have scaffolding. I definitely needed this stuff to help me build the castle, but more so to help me build a bridge. This was a real pain in the butt to try to build this thing with dirt scaffolding, so it was a super good excuse to go on an adventure to try to find some bamboo. Found it, started using it, and I think the bridge came out all right. I'm not totally sold on it. You guys will have to let me know what you think of this thing. It's real simple up top, just a nice easy railing. I didn't want these to be super flat, so I have a half slab on the lower part and then 2 half slabs above, and then another half slab on the lower portion of the block, and then just a fence, 2 fence gates, and another fence in between some logs with some spruce trap doors. And I also stuck some scaffolding in here and then placed a lantern on top just to give ourselves some light up here, and I didn't have to torch spam or create any lamp posts up here either. I did a little bit of the pathing up here, trying to make things look a little bit more broken, a little bit more tattered. I want this to be a well-traveled road. We'll bring in the rest of the path down here and kind of blend it in as best we can. And you can tell behind me I did add in a lot of the cliff face over here. I did a whole bunch of terraforming, took a whole lot of time, and I still have to go back through and add a lot of the texturing with the cobblestone, the mossy cobble, and the andesite. And I got to go through and add the stair versions of all of those, and maybe a few wall versions as well, just to make things look not as flat, not as neat, and not as plain and bland and boring. But I think it looks pretty good. I did a bunch of terraforming over here as well because I kind of had to push this section out quite a bit. So to make up for that, I had to terraform some area around here so we could bring the river way down here. And I've started digging out a little bit of a trench for the river. I haven't done too much, to be honest, but I'll eventually get back through here, do some terraforming. Like I said, I want to add some dirt, some grass, some trees, some foliage around here, make things look a little bit more natural. Looks pretty good right now. I'll probably do a lot more of this stuff off camera. This is kind of boring, to be honest. If you really want to see me do some of this stuff, you can come on Twitch and check me out. But let's take a look at this bridge. I really like the shape. It's got this little archway right here. I added some fences down there to just give it a little bit of color because it was kind of bland. Tried to make it look as detailed as possible without going too crazy, but I'm not totally sold on the bridge. It looks kind of strange to me, but maybe it's just because I haven't built a bridge of this size, and I don't normally even build bridges. So you guys have to let me know what you think of this thing. Building in Minecraft is all about opinions, and right now my opinion is that I don't really like this thing a whole lot, but I'm not willing to tear it down is my problem, because I put so much work into it. I've been tweaking it and tweaking it and tweaking it, and it's just not coming out the way I want it to. But for right now, I'm happy with it, and I think I'm just going to let it be. Maybe it'll grow on us. Maybe we'll end up liking it. But let me know what you guys think of this thing. Spent a whole lot of time. I actually probably spent more time on the bridge than I did the terraforming or the barracks, which is kind of crazy to me. But that's what happens when you're trying to build something and just not coming out right. You just keep placing blocks until you think you come up with something good, and sometimes you don't even come up with something great, but it's decent. I think a castle behind this would look pretty cool though. What do you guys think? I love the little lanterns hanging down below too, especially when we have the river coming through here. Maybe have a little boat down here kind of sailing through. That'd be kind of cool. I think we got a lot of stuff done in this episode. We got a barracks done. We got a bridge done. We did a lot of cliff face terraforming over there. This episode's kind of late coming out. I've been kind of busy. Haven't had a lot of time to record, but I want to get back into the swing of things, building on this series and recording for you guys. Hope you're all enjoying this series so far. Next episode, we're probably going to be working on the blacksmith and the storage area. Maybe a few small buildings like a bakery or something like that, possibly. I want to get a bunch of work done these next 2 episodes so we can hopefully finish off the castle here pretty soon. I don't think we're going to get it done in 5 episodes like I originally planned, but I think if we can get it done before 10 episodes, we'll be good. So by episode 20, we will be all done with this castle. I love how the barracks looks off in the distance. It's a nice little tower over there, and it's going to look really awesome with another huge portion of castle over here. I want this thing to be really towering over most of these towers, so it's going to be very towery. This is a nice little shot of the castle here with the bridge and the barracks in tow. But with that, I think that's all the time I have for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the episode. Let me know what you think of the series, and I'll see you all next time here on KingZee's Empire.